Hey guys, just going live today randomly because I logged into my Wrath Classic level 80, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this parade of mounts in Dalaran going slow walking speed. I don't know what this parade is for. I'm mostly just here to record the parade. It's very strange. I'm here to stream the parade, but I'm mostly here to get a VOD of the parade. It's one of those like random social events in World of Warcraft that I wasn't even invited to, and here I am. So, wasn't invited to this parade, but there's about 100 of us here, all parading around Dalaran right now. I'm on here right now because there's no work to do currently. Of course, there is always work to find. But I found this, and hopefully I can make a story out of it in the future. Because this is very strange. Sudden stream. Normally I'm playing Warcraft on Wednesdays. This is clearly a Thursday. I logged on a whim, and here we are, walking around Dalaran. Maybe we'll end up somewhere else after. Very strange stuff happening here today in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, ladies and gentlemen, on the Pagle server. Pagle US, Pagle US East. I usually play the East servers even though I'm from the West Coast because they are superior servers after all. Just doing a little parade around town. People are occasionally breaking out of line, and some of them are picking up speed, as you've seen me do for certain patches, just to clear up, to fill the space, you know. We're trying to not have space between us. We're trying to be one big train. One big train of horses and other. We got an Apollo here. If anything, I am being a reporter today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm reporting on Dalaran's train going strong. There are over 100 players in this train, saluting Wrath of the Lich King Classic, the community of players that remains dedicated to the classic version of World of Warcraft to this day, because classic World of Warcraft is a certain type of magic that has not been recaptured by modern World of Warcraft, ladies and gentlemen. You will not see trains like this in modern World of Warcraft spontaneously occur. It will only happen on guild invites. We are from different guilds, as you can see. War Ensemble, Directionally Challenged, The Boys. There are multiple guilds represented here today in the train, showing the diversity of Wrath of the Lich King Classic, the beauty of Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and the love and camaraderie of Wrath of the Lich King Classic. As we take another turn near the Dalaran Kirin Tor Tower, we are reminded of what brings us together in the World of Warcraft. We fought in Eastern Kingdoms, we fought in Kalimdor, and we now take the fight to the Lich King in Dalaran. Taking the fight in the form of a train. How does this affect the Lich King, who's based out of Icecrown Citadel? I am not sure. But I do know that many of these players are already delving into the Ulduar content that was recently added to the Wrath of the Lich King content on classic servers. Ladies and gentlemen, for far too long, people were playing on private servers to mimic experiences such as this, but today we see the beauty in a live Activision Blizzard server. This is a historic day for the game that deserves to be commemorated in videos like this and other ones that are likely going live as we speak. We have not seen such a strong parade through Dalaran on US Pagle in far too long, if ever. And as you can see, many players are still eager to get on board. Look at the train that's formed behind me, ladies and gentlemen. I joined the train at the very end, and now there are people behind us. And I've fallen out of favor. Where this train will end up, nobody knows. But these World of Warcraft players are dedicated to commemorating this form of the game. Now watch, as they round the corner next to the monument across from the main bank. Pure majesty, ladies and gentlemen. This is magical. This is Wrath of the Lich King Classic, as it should be. It is Wrath of the Lich King Classic, as it was made to be. And it is Wrath of the Lich King Classic for the ages. And if Activision Blizzard keeps the Wrath of the Lich King Classic servers up, it is guaranteed to continue to be played by players around the world for years to come. Now, Activision Blizzard may introduce Cataclysm Classic. It may introduce Mists of Pandaria Classic. It may introduce the one that I'm waiting for, Warlords of Draenor Classic. But nothing will ever touch the same magic that is Wrath of the Lich King Classic, because no expansion ever touched the same magic that Wrath of the Lich King originally did all those years ago. Now we are passing by the Violet Hold once again, in a path that has changed from what it was before. Where before we were doing the Kirin Tor Tower, now we are circling back to the Mount Vendor, right past the flight platform. Somebody asked what the train is for, and somebody replied, getting to our next destination. It's for achievements. And one person sarcastically responded, don't ask questions. In my opinion, we should all go into the Horde Zone and get ported all at once to see what might happen if all these players suddenly trigger that at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the train is taking another change of course, and it is going through the profession sector of Dalaran. We are passing by the herbalist trainer and the blacksmith armory. Passing by the other bank, the less good bank. I've seemingly lost my place in line. I'm behind this guy. I need to remember that. I need to remember who I'm behind and in front of. Because we are trying to not stack in this beautiful parade that has become a train. Drinking my morning coffee. Thinking about how beautiful World of Warcraft is. Meanwhile, as these folks and myself parade around Dalaran in this train, people are advertising for groups. They are advertising for boss runs. But they are hearing no word from the people that are in this train, because we stand strong. We are united as a World of Warcraft fan base. And this might as well be BlizzCon for how beautiful it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not even share this stream. This is a magical moment, capturing magic in a bottle. We needed to let it happen. Just let it happen as it does. And touch nothing. And I just pray that today's stream does not get cut into pieces like yesterday's stream. Because this train deserves much better. And you see other players continuing to join behind me. There continues to be a bigger parade, a bigger train. We are now turning right to once again pass the Kirin Tor Tower as Mocktail from Cluck joins the train. Notice how all of the participants know to pause when the people in front have paused. And they know to speed up when people have left the line. This is World of Warcraft magic right here, ladies and gentlemen. And we do this for many occasions, but today we don't even know the occasion. As somebody says, we're gonna need a bigger Dalaran, and I concur, ladies and gentlemen. This train is ready to take over the city. The floating city. Look at how much bigger it's grown already, ladies and gentlemen. And we are only getting started. We are walking rather than running to appreciate the true beauty and majesty of Dalaran. Oh, I was distracted by her beauty. That fountain is just far too elegant. I almost ruined the line, but as you saw, the player behind me not only stopped, but they backtracked one step to adjust. We are a growing train. Somebody says, breaking off in 5 seconds, follow Frobt. Surely they know the person at the front of the line. Where we break off to, nobody knows. But we do know that the train will go wherever it is meant to go, because most of these players are not breaking off. Most of these players are dedicated. But, most of all, a lot of these players seem like they are polymorphed, including myself, as I do not know the occasion upon which this train has been built. All I know is I am behind Oboteru, and the rest of the train has abandoned me. It does look like we've shrunk in size quite a bit, and it seems as though we are going to be paired by another train. And we have paused in front of the well that leads to the sewers. As we try to catch up, it seems like we've had a bit of a miscommunication here. We keep losing players. Somebody in the chat is asking what happened. And honestly, I have no idea. The well seemed to have confused some players. Now I am behind Chicken Tree of Stormwind. And I must admit that I like that name a lot better. And he's from the guild Fear and Loathing, which inspires thoughts of Hunter S. Thompson's books with the same subtext. Not only Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but Fear and Loathing in the campaign trail as well. But there is no fear today in Dalaran, and there is certainly no loathing, as we are all united in a train. Somebody's asking who broke the links, and I know exactly who broke the links. It was probably that person that said they were breaking off and to follow somebody else. Well, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. The link hasn't broken with me, as I am here reporting on the scenes in Dalaran City. One gentleman has already told the people that have fallen off and wish to return to go to the back of the train, and I concur. There is a back of the train, and I am certainly not at it anymore. We are passing by Ball's dog, champion of the Frozen Wastes. Clearly one of the strongest players on the server to have a title like that. This is the same person that led the first train, Miss Beatrice, on the Scarab Mount, so I know that I have not fallen off of the main train, the train that started it all. The train that began today's magic February 23rd, 2023, the magical moment of Dalaran City, Pagle, US. US East. Now, I'm just getting word that it was allegedly the Mammoth guy that broke the train link, and I have not verified this with my producers of the show, but I will certainly get back to you once I have. Oh, yes, it was in fact the Mammoth guy is what they're calling him. Now I will not legally say his name on air because there are some safety concerns with that. Mammoth guy will do. As you can see, the train is getting bigger, and someone else is breaking off again. At least they are warning them, and not to follow anyone else. This is a train for the ages. World of Warcraft hasn't seen anything like this on the Pagle US East server in over a year. Somebody has asked, the expletive we doing, boys? Now I have to ask, how come he did not say, seemingly he, as he said, boys and girls at least? Let's be a little more inclusive. We are passing by the herbalist and the armory once again. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Scarab Lord train, as somebody in chat has reminded the rest of the players. Somebody said my name, Duff Knight, and I am confused as to why they've addressed me. Prepare to take my spot. Okay. We are trying not to bust the link in the chain, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say, the chains in the train. That was beautiful synergy. That was working together. That was poetry in motion, ladies and gentlemen, as I now follow a character, a Draenei, named the Gimp Grunt, and we are marching into the sewers, ladies and gentlemen. The sewers of Dalaran, which have not been part of this train at any point before it, are now going to be the destination of this train. We are riding all around the city in honor of this beautiful, amazing, classic MMO experience. Thank you, Activision Blizzard, for the work that you've done in creating this. And thank you to the other players that may be seeing this on a later date for joining me and Beatrice and all the other players here in creating a very memorable experience Something that will be remembered for ages. There is a broken... We have broken off. We've broken off from the main train. I'm going ahead. I'm going ahead and filling the gap, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what reporters do. We fill the gaps in the train when they form, because we are keeping a close eye on the direction of this train. The locomotive is slamming down into the PvP area of Dalaran's sewers, where people usually duel. Now we have found a long line. Tentacle Man says, now I gotta drive manual, as the Scarab Lord has paused, with people asking them for a speech. You've all been wonderful. Have a great day, says the Scarab Lord of US East Pagle, World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic server on February 23rd, 2023. We are now clapping and cheering
by the light of the
for
moon.
the amazing, stunning Scarab Lord Beatrice on what is not a Warcraft Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. This is unprecedented. Somebody has said, well, B, you've gotten 15-ish people to follow you. What do you do now? I believe it is raid time. It is raid time, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten a group. Except they're level 70, where we are level 80 comparatively. We raid AQ40. I love that idea. Conga raid. The land of bugs. Beatrice has disappeared, ladies and gentlemen. Beatrice is gone. What has happened? The train is over. People are freaking out. They're disappearing because Beatrice, our leader, is gone. We've been abandoned in the sewers of Dalaran. Our leader perished, said Ambassador Ramara, as we continue the train in our leader's memory. Lady Beatrice, we miss you and we love you. May you rest in peace. We do not know what to do anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is unprecedented even more. A train with no conductor. No true conductor. This new one doesn't know how to work the mechanics of the train. Somebody has accused Lady Beatrice of being a false prophet, and I do not concur, but I certainly feel those pains. We are a small train now, and we may never grow again. Long live Ramara, said a player following the character of that name. As we make our way up the underbelly, through the sewage water from the city above, we remember, in a moment of silence, Our Lady Beatrice, who has left us for what is, no doubt, greater pastures. And I will always love you. I will always love you. I'm sorry, it felt necessary for this. What was a magical moment? What is now a commemorative moment? And what has turned from a happy day into a loss for Pagle, US East. World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King Classic server. We are now making our way to the flight path platform. And I'm still reporting from the scenes to give you the best visuals. Yo, Diggs, how's it going? I just came live today real quick to do a little bit of a skit on a train going around Dalaran, but the train broke off. So now we are nobody. We are 5 people. It was a great train though at one point. There was about 100 people in it before, and now we're 5. So goes to show you. How you doing though? I gotta check something real quick actually. Yep, looks like nothing exciting going on there. Yeah, I just came on here to mess around, and now we are done messing around there. So we gotta figure out something else. Right now we're looking for a group for something, hopefully. That was fun though. Make sure to check out the VOD on that one. Before that happened, I was going through my mail. You've got mail. One of our earlier streams, we were doing the Lunar Festival stuff. Lunar Festival content. So we got a whole bunch of envelopes to work through. Lunar Festival is World of Warcraft's version of Chinese New Year. And it's all about respecting your elders, so there you go. Getting some work done behind the scenes. I need to send that wool cloth to text unit. Might as well send all the cloth. That was fun, guys. That was really fun. That was actually exactly what my day needed. Some fun. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging around, Diggs. We appreciate you. This isn't fun content. Let's do some more fun stuff. I should receive the mail because you never know if it'll disappear or whatever. Probably streaming for about an hour or so today. We'll see though. Be careful. It was so spontaneous. Yeah, I think I can do that, right? Travel the fortress, Utgard Pinnacle.
For the Alliance.
And this one should be easier.
How may I help?
Proof of demise. From... that's the Nexus, isn't it? Yeah, Nexus. So I gotta go 2 dungeons. I don't think pressing I works. Maybe it does. I can't do heroics though. Sorry about that, Diggs. Hey, Windy James, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Probably gonna change the stream name once we figure out what's going on today. I'm doing great, thank you. How you doing? We were just having a lot of fun here in Dalaran, but the party broke up, unfortunately, so